welcome to episode 68 of Generally Speaking Podcast. I'm your co-host, WOLseeker.
Wow, he's trying to steal my fucking spot. He's trying to overthrow the government.
Please don't.
I'm your host, GeneralArse, and yeah, welcome everybody to episode 68. We haven't been able to do a podcast in I think 2 weeks now due to being super duper busy. WOLseeker especially, because he's working a lot now. It's insane. And I'm also working a bunch, so
it's too much, man. We gotta
it's
stop.
too much. But yeah, we're back. As you can hear, it's perfect. It's just like usual. Child in the background. Yeah. Awful audio.
We're back.
Clacking on my keyboard as I write down all the cool little timestamps for you guys.
I mean, sometimes you gotta fall in order to rise more up. That's how we do
it. Okay, Einstein.
What the fuck, man? That's what Einstein said.
Yeah, Einstein said that while he was dying. He was holding on to the nurse, and she was like, because nobody knows what he said when he died. And the nurse was like, "What the fuck did he say?" And it was that what you just said.
And he was like, "Bro."
She was
like,
understand, "Bro." The last thing Einstein said was "bruh" before he passed away. He went "bruh," and the nurse was like, "What does that mean?" And bam, it's back. It's back in business.
Bro.
Bro. But yeah, how have you been, man? How's work treating you? Can you tell us about anything cool happening at work?
I'm trying to remember. Cool, man. I met a guy who worked at a hot dog stand or something. He looked like he came from the 80s, man.
No.
Pretty cool.
Nice. He traveled back from the 80s. Uh-oh. They're here. They're here to pick you up. The 80s men. You weren't supposed to know about this.
Nothing happened, okay?
Nothing happened in between.
Let's just leave it.
These cuts. Lol.
Yeah. Just ignore.
We did not just set a house on fire and then escape with all of the money.
I did not kill anyone, I promise.
I did not do it. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay, Bill Clinton, take your medicine.
No. Okay.
Okay, I guess I will. Anyway. Yeah, you were talking about work. Is there nothing else happened other than the 80s guy showing up?
There was a Canadian, and he said, thanks, eh? When he got his item or something.
You heard it here first, folks. Canadians, they do the A thing. They go,
yep.
Thanks, eh?
The stereotype has been validated.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I've been having a time at work. I don't think we've recorded a podcast since I started my job, but I'm working at a Home Depot type of deal, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So many people come in and they're like, "Hey, so yeah, I'm building a patio, and it's this big, and how much wood do I need for that?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know. What?"
A lot?
I went to film school, and I don't do math. I'm not good at math at all. If somebody asks me how many square feet of a certain type of wood they need, I just go hold on, let me bring up my calculator, or ask my cousin who I work with, who's really good at that kind of stuff. He's actually really good at math. His brain just works that way. You ask him any kind of math question, and he will solve it within 10 seconds.
How huge is my wiener? He got it. Ding, ding, ding.
How long will it be at grandma's? About 3 to 4 inches. Anyway.
He got it. Ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding. But yeah, I've been having an okay time at this job. The first week was kind of awful. I did not like it. Like, and the very first day was just like the worst fucking experience of like a first day I've ever had at any job ever, because like I said, I don't really know much about or I don't really know like the math that well. So when people ask me about that, they can't they don't get much help from me. I'm usually just like, let me ask someone else, lol.
Yeah.
And then there's also so much stuff that we're selling at this like Home Depot. And by the way, I'm working at a Home Depot in like the mostly just like the wood and like that kind of building materials
wood
section.
Department.
Yeah, the wood department. That's literally what it's called. But they have like wood, and they have they stop. They have cement. And they and they
I
have.
can't believe you said that, bro. You gotta edit that out.
Bro, I gotta bleep that out. And they put and we're selling a lot of like building material essentially, and that's what I'm like. Me, my cousin, and one other guy are working in that. That other guy is a massive fucking just like conspiracy theorist who doesn't believe in vaccines, for instance. He thinks the vaccines are bullshit, and he's not vaccinated. He also is a massive Trump supporter. He also thinks that the war between Russia and Ukraine isn't happening and it's all just propaganda or some shit. And it's like, what? The fuck are you talking about? This guy's like...
Go there, mister? Go there?
Yeah, you want to go there? I'll show you. Hold my hand. He's like, I have a friend who lives there, and he says this is not real. It's just Russia is like killing some Nazis, and that's it. They're not really attacking them. It's not war. Haha. Like, bro, what?
Like, read a book.
Read a fucking book for once in your life. And he's also just like a massive, just like racist, homophobe, ableist, like everything. Today he freaked out at the computer at work and just started like shouting a bunch of like fucking slurs, and I was like, bro, you're at work, buddy. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, are you gaming there?
He also like
the only excuse.
Yeah, you're not a gamer. You're not allowed to say those things. He looked at me after saying all those things, and I didn't look at him, but I was just like, why the fuck are you looking at me? Are you trying to get a reaction out of me? Is that why? Like, what? Like, buddy, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, take your normal pills, please.
Yeah, take your normal pills, please. Be like the rest of us. Come back to planet Earth one day. You'll like it, probably. But yeah, he's just a fucking dickhead. And the worst thing about him is, I mean, that's all awful, but working with someone like that who also doesn't help you at all is even worse somehow. Like, whenever I ask him a question, he just goes like, oh, you'll figure it out. And I'm like, no, I'm new here. Like, what? Help me.
Just Google it, man.
Just fucking Google it, dude. It's in there. It's in the computer somewhere. Figure it out. And I'm like, just bro. So I've always had to like bother my poor cousin about it, who barely gets any fucking breaks because of me. And customers. My cousin has been working there for, I think, 3 or 4 years, and so he knows like a lot. He knows more than me and my other coworker combined. And so like everyone wants to talk to him. All the customers, all the people on the phone. Like everyone, he's the hottest fucking person in all of Iceland. And
everyone wants to talk to him. That's how hot he is.
Everybody wants a piece of that pie. Yeah. And then today, he was sick. My cousin didn't show up because he was sick, and so it was just me and my god-awful other coworker. And yeah, it was not fun. Or well, thankfully, it was a very, like, tame day. It was not, it was not, like, too busy today. So I was like, oh, thank God. Because if it had gotten crazy, like, because I get super stressful when there's a lot of people. And I think my coworker does as well. Because, like, a week ago, he got Yeah, a week ago he got super angry. Or I think no, this was in the first week. This was on like day 4 of me working there on like a Friday. The first Friday I was working there. He apparently had asked my cousin if he could go earlier, like an hour earlier. I didn't know about this. And then like my cousin, my coworker, and we were all just like super busy during that exact last hour because a lot of shit happened. Like there were multiple like cars bringing products for us to bring in, basically more wood, more stuff for the store, everything. While there were customers everywhere, man. There were customers all over the place, and
They were in the toilet.
they were in the toilet. They were on the roof. They were in the windows. Fuck, man.
Customer on the roof.
Yeah, and like I was sitting at the computer trying to like ring someone up, and by the way, the computer system in there fucking sucks ass, and
Damn.
my cousin was super busy, and that coworker was super busy, so I was just trying to figure something out. I was like, oh, what could this be called in the computer? Give me a moment, mister. And he was like, okay.
Monsieur.
And so he just like was staring at me. I was just trying to like find what something was called in the computer, and I hear my coworker go, what the fuck? Where's the new guy? Why doesn't he not do anything? Like, what's he doing? And I'm just like, bro, I am literally working in here. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, he got super mad because he couldn't go an hour earlier like he had asked my cousin, who is not like the boss or anything. He didn't ask the boss if it was okay. He just like asked my cousin and did not let me know about it. And so, yeah, he got super pissed off at me, and I was like, okay, cool. And he was not able to leave until like closing time anyway because of how busy it got. So he didn't even get to go an hour earlier. I don't know why the fuck he needed to go an hour earlier. Maybe he was missing his fucking Gilmore Girls like rerun on TV or some shit. Like fuck, man.
Gilmore Girls. Why did I say that?
You're gonna die, clown.
Mix Happy Gilmore with Gilmore Girls. That'll be funny.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, get in here. Hey
Adam.
guys. Whoa, it's him.
Whoa, yeah. Adam Sandler is in my house. Help me. Anyway.
I would like to have a PSP. Adam, you're not getting one.
Adam, stop. Get out of my house.
Oh.
Oh. Dude, I keep yawning like crazy because I'm also super tired from work. Like every day I come home at around 7 because I'm back to living at home with my parents, and they live 20 minutes away from town where I go to work. And so I have to drive 20 minutes every morning. I have to wake up in accordance to that. I have to drive those 20 minutes to get to work, and then I have to drive another 20 minutes to get home.
I see.
And so after I'm done working at 6, which usually I found because of course it closes at 6, but we have to like also close everything and like make sure there's no lights on and shit like that. And so it takes us maybe like an extra 10 minutes maybe every day.
Years.
And so I'm always 10 million years. Usually it takes us like it takes me like half an hour to get home finally after work. Unless it's one of the 2 days that happened last week. 2 times last week did it happen that me and my cousin had to stay overtime for like an hour over like when we were supposed to be gone, essentially, because one of the trucks that was bringing products for us came late, and we had to wait for them because the boss of this fine establishment, this Home Depot, doesn't have a forklift license, so we have to fucking fix that for him. And my dickhead other coworker always like leaves and just goes like, "You guys got this, okay, bye." And so it's my cousin and I who do this. And I mean, I don't really have to be there. I could go home if I bring my own car, but my cousin lives like pretty much right next to me. But he lives at beep, just like fucking dox him anyway.
Yeah. He lives at
yeah, and I live at and WOLseeker lives at and
hey, what the fuck, man?
and so I had to like stay because of course he's like my ride. I have to wait for him.
Your ride or die.
My ride or die, baby. And yeah, so that's fun. I hate that. I hate that. Why doesn't the fucking boss of a Home Depot have a forklift license, man? I was complaining about that to my coworker today because like my cousin wasn't there, and so he was just like talking to me at the end of the day, like, oh, like how did Thursday go? Because he did get to leave earlier on Thursday. He actually managed to go an hour early, so I was like, okay. And so he was like asking how was Thursday, and I told him about the car that came super late. We weren't home until like I think 8 that day, like 8 p.m. And I said like, why doesn't our boss have a forklift license? And he's like, he doesn't need one. He's just like in his office all day. And I'm like, bro, we should not have to deal with the cars coming late though. That's not our problem. Yeah. And he's like, whatever.
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck? My brain don't work too good.
Smoking his peace pipe.
He is always smoking pipe at work. How did you know it?
I mean, I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, okay. End of sentence.
Cake.
Dick. But yeah, I've been learning a couple of cool tricks though while at work with my cousin. Like
how to juggle now.
Yeah, how to jump around because I didn't know how to jump. That's crazy, dude. That's insane.
That's good.
Have you tried it?
It's really important, you know.
So the door to the inside of our store, to the inside of like the wood, sort of.
The door to our store?
The door to our store. and many more things. Anyway.
More. Don't get knocked out on the floor.
Score.
Okay. What is going on?
Man, I'm piss poor. Yo, you want to go perform war? What? Anyway, so there's a door to the sort of back of the store area where we have a bunch of produce and stuff that don't fit in the store, and also some of the wood that can't go outside because there's different types of wood, and some of it like can't get wet or otherwise it will like get withered and fucking die earlier. It will get fucked. And so I was gonna pull in some wood that we were going to be I think we were gonna be sending it somewhere, but we had to like bring it inside and like cut it up. Oh wait, no, I think it was just wood that didn't have to be outside. I think that's exactly what it was. Like I was saying, there's some wood that can't go outside. And my cousin was like, "Hey, can you bring this inside? I'll teach you." And I was like, "Okay." And so I bring it to the door, and an alarm goes off in my head. Uh-oh, this doesn't fit through the door that we have. And the door is like 480 centimeters. No, centimeters long. But the wood I was bringing in was like 5 meters long or some shit. So I was like, fuck, dude, I can't bring this in. So
did you just like turn it the other way?
So I just like flipped it on its side and bam, it fit in. No, so my cousin had to teach me how to like turn inside sort of like to the side and then back up and then basically wedge one end of the wood into the store, and then I was able to drive the other end in too. And I was like, what? Dude, optical illusion, it fits now. Cool.
Breaking the laws of gravity using
breaking the law.
liminal spaces.
Yeah, fucking Isaac Newton is rolling in his grave right now.
He's like, no, you're cheating.
Dude, I invented gravity and that's not in the rules.
The rules are you get 2D and 3D. You can't touch 4D. What the fuck are you doing?
the fuck are you doing? I'm Isaac Newton, by the way.
Hi.
Hello.
My autograph here.
And then I fucking set his hair on fire, and it like just burns up like dandruff.
He burns up. He burns up like phosphor.
Yeah, and he goes, "Aye."
You really done goof this time.
But yeah, that's how my work experience has been so far. These 2 past grueling weeks. It's gotten a little bit better. Like I'm learning a lot of the stuff. Oh yeah, let me talk about the computer system that we have at work, because that shit is fucking dated as shit. We have, not only do we have really slow ass computers that I've been like wondering, I keep asking my cousin, why don't they like upgrade this stuff, man? Why haven't they bought new stuff? And he's like, they keep saying like there's no competition between the stores, but there absolutely is. There's a lot of competition, and everyone is like trying to be ahead of the curve, like with these, because this is a big like chain of Home Depots around Iceland. It's not for Americans out there. It's not actually Home Depot. It's just like a store like Home Depot essentially. And for those who don't know what Home Depot is, sorry I didn't explain it earlier. It's a store that essentially sells all kinds of building materials and also other things. Like we have all kinds of we have all kinds of like appliances and stuff as well. Lawnmowers. I think we do actually have golf balls, and we do have water glasses. I know we have water glasses. We have some plants as well. We sell a bunch of paint. We sell wood. We sell tools. We sell human trafficking.
TVs.
Yeah. No, we don't actually have TVs. Sorry.
Fuck.
We're all out. Fresh out of TVs.
Trafficking thing.
Yeah. At least we have a shipping container full of people that we can sell out. Anyway. My lawyer, my legal advisors has told me to say that's a joke. Anyway.
My legal advisor told me to say it's not a joke. Believe it 100%, bro.
don't fall for the it's a joke a bit, because it's not. Yeah, it's real.
It's really real. Also, when I say I want to die in Minecraft, I don't want to do it in Minecraft. Wink. I want to do it in The Sims.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself in The Sims and then drown myself in the pool. But yeah, the computers are super slow. Like they take super long to in the mornings. Like when we turn them on, they get super long to like basically get ready for anything. So you turn them on, and then you have to let them think for like 5 minutes before anything happens. And then you have the system that we're using to ring up customers and to like find everything in like our catalog of items and all that stuff, like the search engine that we have for everything. And that shit is also outdated. It's literally from 2012. They have not updated the fucking like store system. And my cousin was like, oh yeah, if somebody wanted to, they could probably hack into that for real easy. I was like, oh, sick, that's cool.
How does he know though? It's almost like he hacked into it himself.
Cousin,
did he just out himself as Mr. Anonymous?
It's super like fucking old and all over the place. And the worst part about it is that when I was working in the farmers market for the last like 3 years, I immediately on day one was still able to like do a lot of things because it was super. I felt like it was super simple. People ask for a thing, and you find the thing that they said in the computer. I was also able to ask for help really easily. Everything was smooth and handy dandy. First day of this Home Depot job, not the same. I was mostly just following my cousin around, watching him do everything. The first day was so slow because I didn't do anything really. I was just like sitting around, like watching people. I was trying to do things, but I didn't know how. And especially when ringing up and I was like searching for things, because somebody was like, yeah, so I need this thing. And let's say, for instance, there was somebody buying a
Car.
item called girðingastöðar. You would normally call it that. It's fence posts. That's what it is. It's just like for fencing for the horses or cows or whatever that farmers use. It's called something completely different in the computer though. It's called like field post, and it's like, why the fuck did you name it that? Who the fuck was the idiot that named it field post?
That's why I called it field. It's for the fields.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of the nerd who named this shit in the computer. I am so mad.
It makes sense.
I mean, they use it in the fields. Come on, it makes sense. Wah, wah.
You nerd.
Oh.
I'm melting. Why did you do that?
Oh. But yeah, it's so fucking stupid, and like I said, it's slowly coming in like my ass, my brain. I mean, no,
Okay.
I'm slowly learning like all the different names that they have for things that should just be normal, you know. One of the things that I don't like is when there's a thing called cement that we sell. Cement. And that is what it is. It's cement. However, for some reason, we've changed the C to a S, and so it is cement. For the Icelandic translation, I guess. But I'm just like, why though? Why wouldn't you just keep it cement? It's one letter, and I think it's easier to find that way because that's what it says on the bag. We don't have Icelandic cement. It just says cement on the bag. It doesn't say cement.
Yeah, with the S, it sounds like cement.
Yeah, cement.
So, you know, it's for the meme, man.
It's for the meme, guys. He thought it was real funny when he wrote that in, huh?
That was really funny when I put it in the system, yes.
Oh, and one of the worst things you also have to do when you're searching for anything, like when I'm trying to look for a product that I don't know the name of, you have to put like on the numpad, there's a dash. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a numpad button that says num, then there's a dash, and then there's the star, or like I think it's the multiplication star. Where the fuck? You have to put that either at the end or the beginning or on both sides of whatever you're searching for, otherwise nothing's gonna come up. It's gonna be like, no, that doesn't exist, you fucking idiot. So when I write field post, I can write field P and then just star, and then bam, it searches everything that starts with field P, and then everything and then it searches for everything like at the end there, basically. It like fills in the blanks at the end. Yeah. And then if it doesn't start with field P but I don't know what it is at the start, I just know post, then I can just put a star at the front and then post, and then it searches like everything that would at the start. And I'm like, why would I have to do this?
Yeah, why would you?
It's so annoying. At my other job at the farmers market, which I tried to get back, but I wasn't able to due to them not needing any more employees. They already have too many. So I was like, damn. I could have gone to work there, I guess, but one of my old coworker there would have had to work like only half the day, which is less pay for him. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I won't take his job away. I'll go work at this other place instead. Because I already got like an offer there as well. At the farmers market, you could just write down like anything without the star and thing, and it would search it, and it would search everything, of course. But it was so much nicer. You could write in fence post, not field post, and you could find all the different things that go along with it. Yeah. And you didn't have to write like the star at the end, even though you already knew what it was called. Like, it doesn't matter if I know exactly what the item is called in the search engine. You have to have the star every time. Actually, I think if you're exactly right on what it's called, like every single letter and number that's in the name is exactly correct, then bam, you don't have to actually put the star. But then you have to
remember
what the fucking name was.
Exact name and lettering and sizing and everything. Drop shadows.
You can do the same for also like the numbers of the product, because every product has like the number. You can just put a star either in the front or back of it if you know like any of the numbers. Then you can just like bam, do that. But at the farmers market I worked at, you could just write any number in and bam, it would search up anything using those numbers, even if it's in the middle or at the back or at the front, like whatever. You didn't have to do the star thing. And I thought that was really nice. Sure, you would have to search through a bunch of stuff, but you could still like you could search up both a number and then you could also search up like the name like of what exactly you were looking for. It was so much like simpler to use, and like I said, I was able to learn that in one day pretty much, except for of course the names of everything, but like the system at the fucking farmers market was way simpler than at a company that I think makes way more money than that company, because they have like stores all over the country. The farmers market had like 2 stores. 3, I think, actually. I had 3 when I started. Now it only has 2. Lol.
Shit.
So yeah, that's cool.
That's live.
That's live.
At
Wow.
Home Depot.
When
Hands
life
up.
gives you cement. That's the name of the
You
podcast.
make cement.
When life gives you cement.
And confuse many people.
When life gives you cement. Yeah, what else is new? We haven't talked about a lot of stuff. Johnny Depp won the case. Cool, who cares?
That's old news. That happened 2 years ago. Next.
Yeah, that happens 2 years ago. Nobody cares anymore. Wow, we haven't made a podcast in a while, bro. Oh my god.
Man. I can't believe it's been 10 years. So we're still waiting on the newest Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Still on Xbox Series
Sex.
S and X, and still on PlayStation 5. We're just waiting for that big upgrade. Come on, Sony.
Yeah, they're gonna announce it soon. Really? I did read like a leak somewhere. I don't know how credible it is. I think it was on Twitter, which is probably not credible at all. But somebody was like, rumor has it that, or it's not a leak then, but rumor has it that PlayStation are gonna announce like the new PlayStation 5 Pro this year, like in October or some shit. And I was like, oh, okay.
PlayStation Pro laps.
They're already making a PlayStation Pro, like 5 Pro. Stop! PlayStation 5 Pro before people can even get their hands on a PS5. Like, what the fuck?
The presentation is gonna be like PS5 Pro, and then the lapse fades in.
And people start screaming like, yeah!
Oh my god! Take that, Xbox.
I think that's pretty cool. What else? Oh, the new. Oh yeah, Summer Games Fest happened. There was a lot of cool game announcements. Also, did you play any of the demos happening on Steam? Because they had like a demo week that I completely missed. I didn't download anything until yesterday, and I played a bunch of stuff. And I'm very excited for a lot of Devolver games. There was 3 of them that I really liked. There was Angerfoot, which is kind of like Hotline Miami mixed with like those Doom shooters where you just like you die very quickly. Okay, you don't die in one shot, but you die very quickly, and then you just go around and you kick people. You try to just use your foot, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's very fast paced. I like the art style. There's a lot of Doom shooters that keep coming out that all look the same, but this one has a very distinct like art style. All the characters look like animals and stuff. I really liked it. It was cool. Really reminded me of a 3D first person Hotline Miami actually. So I liked it a lot.
That's nice.
I don't remember what the other. Oh, Devolver also is making. I think they're developing the Terra Nil game, which I'm very excited for. It's like a planet saving game where essentially you have to put up all kinds of like little gizmos and gadgets to save the Earth. Everything is like ash, but you can save it. You can plant trees you can plant little like things that will like Yeah. No, you can't really place creatures or trees or anything, but you can plant little like fucking extractors and things that like start making soil, and then you can put water on it to make it green, and then you can make rivers and shit like that. It's pretty cool. I actually really like it. I don't play those. It's basically a strategy game, and I don't play a lot of those, but I really like that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see that.
Yeah. I don't. What the fuck was the last one that I played? There were 3 of them that I tried.
Weenie Hut Junior's FPS experience.
Yeah. I don't fucking remember what the last one was. But there was some more that I really liked. There was one of them that was called Akura, which kind of looked like an old like sort of Game Boy game, like with the graphics, except it was like Game Boy Color because it had fucking color, baby.
Oh
and
yeah, colorful.
Hell yeah, and it kind of reminded me of like The Legend of Zelda, but with like way more just like puzzles. You're not killing anything. You're just going around doing cool puzzles, and I liked it a lot.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that game. Cult of the Lamb is the other Devolver game that I tried out. That's from Devolver Digital. I'm very excited to play that when it comes out. It's coming out in August. I've been waiting. I've got my eyes on that game.
You got your eyes on the lamb.
I got my eyes on the lamb. Yoo-hoo!
That's nice.
And then one other like demo that I tried a bunch of demos, but one of them that I was also pretty excited for, or am I excited for, is what was it called? Like Dome Keeper, I think, where it's very, what the fuck? It's very simplistic. You have like a dome on like an alien planet, and you go mining and you get resources, and then you have to fucking defend yourself every like 2 minutes or so from aliens that come and try to break your glass dome, and so you have to shoot them with lasers and shit, and it's like management essentially, and I did like it.
Lasers.
To go mine, and then you have to make sure to also get back with all the stuff that you've mined before the aliens come back and break everything.
Nice.
I liked that one. It was really chill.
Ooh, pretty good.
I'm also forgetting. Oh, one thing I forgot about Akura, by the way. Amazing music. It's just a demo. I don't know if there's like more music planned, but the music that I heard in the demo was like it was bopping. I was like, holy shit, this is great.
Squid Game music.
Squid Game music, penis music. And then there was a game that I played called, I think, Mortal Sin, which is like a roguelike game that has a very unique art style, and you have like a sword, and you go around and you just like murder these zombies and shit. It's fucking cool. I recommend looking out for that one if you're into roguelikes like me.
So if you're into zombies, then let me tell you, 2010 just called. They
want their genre back, loser.
They want you back, and they want that game as well.
Yeah, true.
They're missing you, man.
There's like ghouls and fucking ghost ladies and shit. It's awesome, and I love roguelikes because my brain always gets tickled when I pick up a new item and I go, oh, what's this? So
it's tickled when you tickle the hole.
The pit what? But what did you think of all of the Summer Game Fest stuff that was announced?
It was pretty fine.
Is there anything
by my standard?
Anything in particular you were really excited for that you saw? I didn't watch all of it. The only one I was actually able to catch live was the Xbox one. So
yeah.
Xbox and Bethesda.
You know, the Callisto Protocol. That's interesting.
Yeah, I am interested in seeing that. I'm also very excited to see Stray finally coming out, and Cuphead's DLC is coming out.
Also Cuphead. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Starfield. That's really.
Oh yeah, Starfield actually looks very interesting. I'm not gonna make the same mistake of pre-ordering any Bethesda games again, so I'm just gonna wait and see what it looks like when it comes out.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm very excited to see if it will be a flop or if it will be a massive success, because that would be amazing.
It's gonna be interesting to see. It's been so many years since, last major game from Bethesda themselves. So,
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of improvements and stuff do they have?
And then they also finally announced like a release date for a game that's been like sort of teased for a couple of years now. They've shown like trailers and teasers, but it's never been like fully announced. And it's that a fucking weird like what's his name? Fuck, the guy who made like the art and stuff for Alien. H.R. Geiger. Right?
Oh, yeah.
H.R. Geiger, and that game that like is coming out that's like inspired by his works. Scorn, that's what it's called.
Scorn.
When was it first like announced? It's been so long since it was announced.
5 years ago. 4, 5. 4, 5. 3, 2, 1. 1 year ago.
Let me see. Scorn first announcement. It was fucking teased back in 2016. It's been that long.
Bro, there was a game on Summer Games Fest show.
Yeah?
And like, it was like a trailer for it. And then after it, Jeff Keighley was like, alright, it was nice to see that game again, after like a decade of like waiting or, hiding or whatever.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah. Scorn.
There was a game shown 10 years ago. And no news came out of it. And then it came back up now.
It was Goat
like,
Simulator 3.
I was like, what? Wait a minute.
It was Goat Simulator 3. Dude, the fucking Goat Simulator trailer looking like the Dead Island 2 trailer fucking had me freaking out. I was like, no way! And then I was like, are you fucking shitting me? It's Goat Simulator! I mean, I'm stoked, but fucking goddamn it. I'm sorry. I want more Dead Island. I love the first one.
That was good.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. That's all the stuff. We're caught up now.
Don't talk anymore. Please put
Oh, please stop. Please stop.
Please.
All right. I won't do it. What the fuck? That wasn't me. That's not me.
Oh, we're gonna shoot up, bro.
Dude, get the fucking... Get the gun. That's the end of the podcast. What?